Welcome to another episode of First Look Gnomes with your professional as ever hosts, Walliams and Mr. Hodgkiss.
What's going on? Oh, look. It's 90% uploaded. I think we have.
Everybody get up, singing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, make it down now. Baby, bring it on, baby, bring it on. Yeah. No.
Baby, bring it on, baby, bring it on. I'm not sure that's the official lyrics, but I like them. But if they weren't, they should have been.
Oh, dear.
Baby, bring it on.
Welcome to episode... Yeah.
Baby, bring it on, bring it on. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Episode 5. Bring it on now.
Hopefully, listeners, you'll hear this episode after episode 4 failed to record.
Episode 4 was a complete disaster. From memory, though, I think it was actually possibly one of our best episodes. I remember laughing quite a bit.
That's because we were drunk before Christmas.
At least for us, it was quite a fun episode. But yes, it didn't record properly. So apologies to our avid listeners.
You say you think it was good, but the fact that I had to text you and say, did I talk about this in the last podcast that we recorded that didn't record? I couldn't remember what we discussed in the failed episode.
Anyways.
It's out there. Episode 5. Welcome back, listeners.
Welcome back, listeners. I don't remember how we do this. How do we do this? I'm not ready for my first year first. So I've got a tribute, which is definitely not a first. Tribute. This could be my 5,000th and first.
Terrible
tribute.
Planning. Considering we do usually start these episodes with a thirsty first, and you've already got half a pint of beer in your hand.
Apologies. So yeah, first will come later in the episode. We'll get stuck into our first look.
Should we get stuck into a first look? Okay.
For our new listeners, what we do, two dads, and we drink beer, or we don't drink beer if we're not feeling 100%.
I'm on the 0% today.
As per Mr. Hodgkiss. And we talk about first look, so something that we've not experienced or witnessed or seen for the first time.
Yeah, we've got some catch up to do about all the things that happened over the Christmas period and the New Year period.
We do, but we had some technical difficulties ourselves again on this episode, and also I literally just messaged Craig saying, right, ready to go, and then the wife messages saying baby is not down, so I had to go in sort of help with that. A little changeover seemed to shake him out of the I'm not going to sleep. And he did in the end. So
yeah, sometimes a kid just needs a dad cuddle.
And then we came back, and then Mr. Hodgkiss, little pee break, came back. I can't hear you. which then led to half an hour of let's switch it off and on again. Let's switch that off and on again. Let's switch that off on again. Hey, I fixed it. Wow, so I switched off this and fixed it. So
yeah, kick it on, off again. Eventually we got it. Once we turned everything on and off again a few times, hold the button down, count to 10, and hope for the best. But here we are.
First look. Let's look at some first looks. So we've got so relating back to a few episodes ago, just before the wedding celebration, I made the mistake of, as a 40-year-old, I stepped to the left. A more recent episode is I had a first look of due to turning around, I fell down the stairs.
Oh, you're joking!
Yeah, just before Christmas, I was going halfway up the steps. And I was like, oh, a bit chilly. Gonna put the heating on. So I swiveled, turned around on the steps, but I was on the edge of a step, and then before you know it.
You're a walking disaster.
Bum up in the air, and then just bouncing down the stairs on my back.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Ow!
Did it just knock you for 6?
And then, knocked me for 6. I was like, oh. And then you just kind of realise, I don't bounce back quite as I used to. And I was kind of aching that, and I was fine. And then, just aching for it. And then on Christmas Day, I was on the floor quite a bit, playing with toys and things with the nephew and the niece and Logan. just gradually. And then the Christmas dinner, I was sat there going, oh, and then just I'd grab a little pillow, put a little pillow behind my back,
Yeah.
and just oh, it's starting to get worse actually.
Oh
Even though it was
no.
like a couple of days later, and just gradually getting worse and worse, and then sort of finished Christmas at my folks' place, and got home. And it's getting quite bad now, and then I sat in one of my chairs. It's not really built for keeping your back straight. It's got a recline, sort of just sink into it.
Yeah.
That cream one in the corner, and I was like, right, bedtime now. Christmas is over. Let's go to bed. And I was like, oh, I can't move.
Oh no.
I can't move. So I had to do that really embarrassing thing where you kind of like slide off. Just like you slowly slide off the chair, bum lands on the floor, and then you like kind of try to turn and then push off and push off the chair to get upright. I sprayed a bit of deep heat and stuff on my back, went to bed, and then much better the next day. But,
okay.
But yeah, my first look at falling down some steps.
Falling down the steps as a 40-year-old man is a very different. 40-year-old man who's sober is very different to a 20-year-old man.
Yeah, and on that
drunk.
note, both my mum and Georgie's stepmum, they both straight away went, were you drunk? No! It was at lunchtime during work.
Lunchtime at work. That's a perfectly sound expectation that you may be a little bit tipsy.
Wow, yeah, this is true. But so I
You're a lucky duck, Wells, because those kind of things you could have broke your tailbone or anything. Leslie Ann's mom, she did something very similar a couple of years ago, and she literally broke her back. So she couldn't move for like 5 weeks. Same thing. She felt like her foot went underneath it, and she just landed right on the kind of stair joint, the angle. So it just went boom, just the impact, just cracked something in her back. It was awful.
Yeah, that initial boom, and then more.
Yeah, gravity's a mother flipper, I tell you.
I was like, oh, that hurts. Yeah,
I'm glad you're okay. That could have been quite nasty.
Yeah. And then also at Christmas, well, at the end of Christmas, didn't quite get time, but I was looking forward to, as I think I might have mentioned in a previous episode, I managed to get Logan into watching Wallace and Gromit, which is one of my favourites, and one of my popsies, one of my granddad's sort of favourites. And Vengeance Most Foul. So I got a first look at Vengeance Most Foul. But I was looking forward to it. Didn't have time to watch it. And then like the last day of, the weekend of, the last sort of weekend of the celebrations, when you're sort of taking the decorations down and all that sort of stuff. I was like, right, I'm going to watch Wallace and Gromit, Christmas special, Vengeance Most Foul. With as we spoke about, Norbot, the smart gnome.
Yep. Who's stolen all of our best ideas.
And if you've not seen the movie, there's lots of gnomes, robot gnomes. And it got to a point where Feathers McGraw managed to, a bit of a spoiler actually, that's not a spoiler, managed to hack into the gnome and turned him evil.
Da, da, da.
And Logan didn't like it. Logan got really scared.
Oh no!
So we had to. The wifey wife took the parental decision to stop the movie. I don't think I would have made it. So we didn't end up watching it together as I hoped. But I managed to watch it myself at some point. But it was I enjoyed it, but it wasn't quite the old. I preferred the old Wallace and Gromit 20-minute, 30-minute sort of old school.
Yeah,
sort of, I don't know, probably that nostalgia from my younger days, maybe. But this was like a full-on animated movie, which
too glamorous.
Yeah, because like the Were Rabbit, I didn't really enjoy that as much as the 30-minute ones.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, it was good.
There's a bit more
yeah.
charm about the old ones, isn't there? There's like it's
and
obviously
charm,
it was,
that's the right word. That's the good use of the word, but a bit of charm about it.
Yeah. Whereas the new ones, it's kind of you can tell anything that's obviously the original ones. Nobody knew they were going to be a massive hit or anything, did they? So it was just done with love and creativity. Now they know that they're going to be absolute money spinners, so they have to kind of they're always trying to go bigger and better, aren't they? You're trying to keep the charm of the original, but also try and be bigger and serve a wider audience. So
it went a bit more
hard.
down the increased apparel and the action and the your typical trying to be blockbuster.
It was in the first one. There isn't much parallel or anything. It's just a a warm little story about going to the moon.
Just a random man from Yorkshire, wherever he's from, and I want to just build a rocket in my basement and go to the moon because obviously the moon's made of cheese.
And we're going out of cheese.
Yeah.
So why not? Yeah. I mean, to be fair to him, there wasn't Deliveroo back in those days. You couldn't just get cheese delivered to your house within half an hour. No,
exactly. Not a Tesco Whoosh or whatever it's called.
Tesco, that's a great name, Tesco Whoosh. Other food delivery services are available.
Is it? Because I still don't quite. I'm not use Tesco Whoosh because it's not like a Deliveroo, or is it like a Deliveroo?
So there's like
you can't do like your big shop.
No, but say you just say like, oh crap, look, we need something for Logan's dinner. And it's lashing it down outside, like, right, we need some beans, and we need some milk, and we need some orange juice. You'll pay a premium, from what I understand, but they'll get it to you within like half an hour or something.
Oh, really?
I think so. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Whoosh. It's like it's fast.
Whoosh. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like same day delivery. If you've got enough money, you can pay for someone to effectively go to the shop and collect it for you and courier it to your house.
Yeah,
we are a privileged nation, Walliams.
We are a privileged nation. We are a privileged nation.
Well, I'm glad you're back so, Cad. I'm glad you got to see Wallace and Gromit.
That was a little first look at Wallace and Gromit Benjamin Smith's Fowl, and a first look at me failing to use stairs.
You're not the first, and you won't be the last. Are we ready for a thirsty thirst?
Oh yes, actually. Why not?
Why not? Let's have a look. Before going to the next first look, we'll have a thirsty thirst.
Let me just finish my tribute.
He's finishing his tribute, ladies and gentlemen. I am, as Dan alluded to, I'm on the Carlsberg Zero because I'm feeling very sorry for myself.
I'm entering the first look fridge.
Oh, he's entering the fridge.
I've still not moved the microphone.
He still can't get to the fridge because there's too much stuff in the way.
And what do we have? Let's close the fridge.
You must have got a nice selection of beers over Christmas.
Fridges work best with the door closed.
Can you not get it open?
Oh, here we go. We've got North Heptagon, it's called. 7%, which I think is quite reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
7%. I'm lacking alcohol knowledge here, Mr. Hodgkiss. So it's an IPA, but it's a double DH IPA?
Oh, yeah, a double DH IPA.
What's a double DH?
Double DH.
Double DH, yeah.
Yeah. Damn hoppy IPA.
Double D.
Yeah.
Double D.
Dang
double D
hoppy.
beer. It's here we go. Nectaron hops deliver juicy tropical flavors in this hazy and hop forward IPA.
Meh. See, I'm not a fan of these tropical
beers.
It's
vegan. There we go.
All beers are bloody vegan.
Well, no, they're not actually.
Are they not?
No. I've told you this before about. You've been on brewery tours and things, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So many of your old school ways of brewing in the kegs to keep them to last longer. They use fish guts.
Oh.
So at the bottom of a keg, there's fish guts.
Okay.
There's a better name for it than fish guts, but fish guts, and that's why if the I can't remember the term, I'll probably insert something on the edit.
Specifically, a substance called isinglass, which is derived from the swim bladders of fish, usually sturgeon, is sometimes used as a fining agent. This means it helps to clarify the beer by removing yeast and other particulates, making it look clearer and more appealing.
But with your old school beers, when you're drinking the bottles, always leave the last little bit because all the stuff that sinks to the bottom, all the sediment. Yeah, so that's usually the fish guts. So I recommend not drinking that end of the bottle.
Okay, well,
and also when you got kegs of the old school beers, it's underneath the tap, so you don't get it because it's all to the bottom. So don't think, oh, I've still got some more in the keg. Tip the keg and like try to squeeze all the rest out of the tap because that might be fish guts.
I did not know that. I've got a can.
I mean, it's less so now because they use, I imagine, just chemicals to keep it lasting longer.
Well, I'm reading here. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have an empty can of
ingredients:
John Smith.
Fish guts.
No, water, malted barley, glucose syrup, barley, hops, hop extract, nitrogen. Nitrogen in John Smith's.
Gas.
Yeah.
Bit of gas.
It's
North Heptagon. It's got a nice sort of sandpapery finish to the can.
They do that with a lot of the labels these days to make them tactile, don't they?
Is that so? It doesn't slip out your hand?
Yeah, it's just tactile paper. It feels more. It feels like higher quality.
It does. Feels like high quality.
It's a branding thing, Wells, because if something, it's the idea, isn't it? If something's expensive and you take your time over eating because you spent a lot on it, you enjoy it more because it tastes expensive, even if it tastes like crap. Yeah. And there's different psychology tests you can do around, giving somebody something that costs 10p versus something that costs £1,000. Which one tastes better? And even people will say it's the thing that costs £1,000, even though the thing that costs £1,000 was actually the 10p thing. So it's all that. It's all
very true. Well, all the perfume adverts and aftershave and all that before Christmas.
Oh yeah,
it's all about they can't advertise the smell because we haven't got smell-o-vision yet. Thank goodness. There's some shows you just don't. You wouldn't want it, would you?
No.
And who would listen about beers? You're not going to actually taste the beer, are you? You just who would listen to a podcast that talks about beer?
Well, that's true.
Anyways, lovely can.
Lovely can.
What would you call that? Art Deco? Would you say?
No, it's geometric.
Various rectangles on a blue background. Lovely feel, as I said. Lovely feel. Lovely smell.
It has a taste. I'm not a fan of these tropical beers.
And a lovely taste.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
And a lovely taste. I'm a bit like I'm not as a fan of the tropical sort of stuff.
Tropical
lovely
taste,
lovely smell.
Safe for lilt.
Lovely can. Doesn't taste like a 7%.
No.
Dangerous.
You say this about all beers, though, Walliams. I think you've just got a bit of a unity. You never told that was 9%, apart from the fact that I just fell down the stairs after drinking it.
Yeah, I wasn't drunk.
so you say.
No, that's a nice one. For the ratings, for when the website's live and we look back at these and have a nice, in 10 years' time, we might have a list of, how many first year firsts could we have? So average of, say, 12 episodes per season. Imagine the new beers I've drunk.
Imagine.
And the ratings system that we'd have.
You could end up being just like one of those things, the Kelvin system.
Or like a money-saving market where it was that was built on blogs, and then you sell the site for millions of pounds.
Well, hopefully, again, if anybody wants to be featured as a Thirsty Thirst beer, give us a buzz, send us some samples, and we'll gladly try them and rate them for you.
And if we've sampled your beer already, I'm sure we'll sort something out.
Yeah, we can go back and say the lovely people. So I think I mention this company every third episode. So the Whitewater Brewing Company. If they want to send us anything, get in touch. I will gladly just tell the world how lovely your beer is.
I need to title one of the episodes Whitewater Brewing Company just so someone finds on a search.
Well, when you come over here, we'll go and I'll take you there, Wells, and we'll drink all the beer.
Sponsored by.
We'll
drink all the beer.
Sponsored by Water Brew.
No, that was my first anyways.
Oh, very good. All right. Well, I'll go into my first look then. Ooh. So mine's related, very similar to yours. When you started talking, I thought, we're going to have the same first look here. But I've gone slightly
really?
different. Yeah, because I was as I was planning
The what's grunt bit or the falling down the stairs?
thankfully not falling down the stairs. But the kind of thinking over, well, what did we do over Christmas? No, our Christmas holiday was spent mostly just relaxing, and playing and doing all that kind of stuff. We had a big pre-Christmas. We had a big busy time where we did lots of socialising, and then post-Christmas it was a bit of relaxing. Now I say that I was working on Boxing Day because I work for American and American. And I didn't book the time off, and they were like, "Well, no, we worked. I had Christmas Day off, and that's it." So I had to work over the Christmas holiday this year, which was something I've not really done very often. Yeah, so it was interesting. Didn't hate it. To be fair, it was like, oh, it's okay because we had
America have the least amount of holidays, don't
they? They don't have much. They have about 10 paid days a year, and then they have the federal holidays and stuff. So, like, I did get 2 days off for Thanksgiving. I had a Thursday and a Friday off for Thanksgiving. But we are going away. I could have taken some time off, but we saved the holiday because we're going away later in the year. So we did, and obviously with the time difference, and Leslie Ann was off. We were able to kind of manage it between us and still have lots of nice family time. So it was good. And I was saying, what did we do at Christmas? What stood out for me? What was memorable? And the thing I've gone for is the Gavin and Stacey Christmas special.
Oh.
I don't know if you're a Gavin and Stacey fan, Walliams.
I've never watched them.
You've never watched them?
No.
That's interesting. You may be one of the only people who hasn't.
So I'm not really going to have a clue what you're talking about.
You're not going to have a clue what I'm talking about. Well,
it was such a big. Well, in Britain anyway, they're quite a big thing, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean the show's been going so it was a better history and romance.
I think I heard the highest ratings at Christmas, like 60 for the last 16 years.
Wow, I was surprised. There was definitely the one thing on the kind of thing. Yeah, I'll watch that. I will actually go and watch it. We didn't watch that much over Christmas. There's now a brain also watch Wallace and Gromit. But I wanted to make an effort to watch the Gavin and Stacey special. So when Leslie Ann and me started going out together, back in 2009, we took a holiday to Marmaris, and I remember we were like, "Oh, we want to watch Gavin and Stacey," but it was a full like iPlayer and stuff, so we had to buy DVDs. So we had like Series 1 and Series 2 on DVD, and I had this kind of old Apple Mac, like a white Mac computer with a DVD drive, and we took that with us. And went on holiday in Marmaris and have an
DVD drive.
Yeah, and then of an evening we'd kind of just chill out. We'd been watching entertainment, had dinner and stuff, and we'd watch Gavin and Stacey. So we both enjoyed it. So it was very much like we are the Gavin and Stacey kind of like, I'm looking forward to see what's happened. Yeah. So it was. I don't want to give too many spoilers away in case people haven't seen it, but it was
probably a silly question. But Braden being 9,
yes,
does he know what a DVD is? Have we reached that point yet?
He does know what a DVD is, but that's only because I'm
not quite there yet. Then.
So we have made in our house. We have made a cinema room, like a movie room where all the video games live and the music. And I had a rather big. You remember this, Walliams? A rather big DVD collection.
Yeah.
And I got some proper classics and stuff that you still can't stream now. So we transferred all of our DVDs into these massive wallets of 200k DVD wallets. And what we do now, so like on New Year's Eve, for example, it's like, right, we're going to watch a movie. Who picks the movie? What do we do? And we try and get an agreement on a movie. So we're going to we spread out the DVDs. We're like, we'll go DVD style. And you go through and like, any on this page you want? Maybe that one. And you pull them out, and then you line them all up, and like you whittle them down until you've got something. Now we were wanted him to watch Avatar. I was like, come on, Avatar. Yeah. We want to watch. We want to get him into Avatar because we took him to see some Avatar stuff, but he's not seen the film.
Yeah.
But we ended up watching Chip and Dale, not the Chip and Dales.
I was going to say
Chip and Dale movie.
Did I hear that correctly?
we ended up watching the Chip and Dale movie on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Which, for a first look, was actually excellent. They had a lot of. It was so much better than I expected it to be.
Chip and Dale.
Yeah. So the general premise, I'm going off Gavin and Stacey here and doing Chip and Dale, but the general premise of the movie is Chip and Dale were famous in the 90s. Now, one of them is kind of doing Comic Con and stuff, and he's at boat. He's trying to still live in the past, and he's kind of become 3D generated and stuff, whereas the other one He's just working in like a solicitor's firm, and then they kind of fallen out, and then they get back together. And a lot of the kind of what would you call them? Additional characters from Disney movies past have all been effectively. Peter Pan has got pissed off because he's grown old and was put on the rubbish heap. So he's stealing a lot of the old characters, changing them just enough so they don't plagiarize, and forcing them to make rip-off movies. And,
this is the Chip and Dale movie.
Chip and Dale movie, yeah.
Oh, that sounds quite good.
It's like loads and loads of references to kind of, I love retro. I always get a kick from kind of going back.
Retro, a bit of nostalgia.
Yeah, a bit of retro, a bit of nostalgia. Can't beat it. So it's got so many retro and nostalgic moments. And like they go to the Comic Con and it's full of like ugly Sonic. Do you remember the Sonic movies that came out? Or like Sonic the Hedgehog 3? The new ones, yeah.
Yeah.
So before the first one came out.
I've not seen them yet. I think I saw part of the first one, but
they're quite good. So that's another one. We took Brain to see Sonic 3. That was very good as well. Yeah. But there was Ugly Sonic. So when the trailer released for the first Sonic movie, there was a massive fan out backlash.
Yeah.
Because like, oh, why's he got human teeth and what's all this going on? And
so was that real or was that a marketing ploy?
I don't know, but like Ugly Sonic features in this film, and there's a lot of He-Man and Skeletor and just loads of kind of good stuff from our childhood, and lots of jokes for the adults. So that was really good. So Chip and Dale, well worth a watch. Gavin and Stacey, DVDs are still cool. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
No.
I still like physical media, Walliams. And I'm sure there's a lot of dads listening.
And when you say DVDs, is that Blu-ray or is that
a mix? I have some Blu-rays, have some DVDs, have some old school burnt ones that like just copied. like you probably
sorry, listeners, geek alert.
Yeah.
Well, at university, it was the so in especially in my final year. Well, I think it was post uni actually. Final year / post uni, trying to work out what I was doing. I lived in a house with a chap named Ray, and Little Ray as we called him, and
shit at Mario Kart.
What would it have been? I think it might have even been Netflix. I don't know. It was Netflix or even Blockbuster. I think Blockbuster might have been gone by that point.
Love Film, maybe?
Or Love Film. I think it was Love Film. And you could get 3 or 4 DVDs sent to you as max per week, maybe even per day. I don't know. And you would get them, whack them in his computer, burn off a few copies, send them back, order some more. And I got quite obviously kids don't pirating the DVDs is bad, but there was just that era. There was such a just burn copies.
Oh, it was so easy to do
stuff.
CDs, mini discs, DVDs. It was. I mean, you can see why the kind of the big when you think about it, you can see why the company.
You can see why streaming has come about.
Yeah, because you can't. I mean, it's a lot harder to kind of. You can rip off streams and stuff, but there's a lot less trust involved. If you put a DVD into a DVD player, you're not worried about a virus or anything. If you want to kind of illegally stream a movie, I'd be terrified. I'd say let it go.
And our generation, and more so the generation before us, so the millennials and I'm not very good at my generations, but we would remember the DVDs. Put a DVD in, you're watching it, and then the shadow of someone holding popcorn just walks by in front of the person.
Well, do you remember that? I used to have VCDs. I used to get a car boot sale, and you'd buy 10 VCDs for a tenner, like £1 each, and they were pirated movies. So I had they weren't DVDs; they were VCDs. So you put them in your Windows Media computer. Yeah. And I remember I had like Catch Me If You Can and all these other ones, and they were literally filmed in the cinema.
Quality not great.
Quality not great, but it was £1 to watch the film. I actually remember as well, like at school, I remember like, I probably shouldn't say this on a podcast, but it was a long time ago and I was a naughty boy.
We're going to get shut down because of the last episode, people.
Well, we had 2 VHS players in our house. So you could plug them into each other and put a VHS in and record it. If you put a bit of sellotape, so videos used to have this little plastic bit on the front. And it was if there was no plastic bit there, it was tell the machine, no, this is, you can't copy it. All you had to do was put a bit of electric tape over it, and then you could effectively copy the video So if you go to the video
I
shop,
don't know that.
get a copy of Predator, put it in one video player, connect it with a SCART lead, to another one, which is one of the reasons Morgs probably calls me SCART lead boy.
Yeah.
Because you connect one of them to another one with put a video in, and then there you go. So I remember, but again, I'm gonna give too much away here. But we went to when we were 16 or 17. We had a lads' holiday.
Safe space.
This is a safe space, and it's a funny story.
But
we went to Lorette. Was it Lorette? No, Salou. We went to Salou. We were 16. So 11 lads went to Salou, but it was weird.
11, 16-year-old lads.
11, 16-year-old lads on a coach from Wolverhampton to Salou. 28 hours on a coach. We went there, but we went with one of our mates' families. So like his mum and dad were there, his auntie was there. So there was actually about 20 of us. But there was 11 of the friends. The parents had agreed, bring all the lads, it's fine. What could possibly go wrong?
Brave. Yeah.
So in Spain, in Salou, circa 2000, you were 16, you could buy anything you wanted. Cigarettes, booze, and, little did we know, hardcore pornography. So where our hotel was in Salou.
Cigarettes, booze, and boobs.
Yeah, it was. So like we were in the hotel, and the shop at the bottom of the hotel had like a spinny rack of videos. And these videos were pornos. Not like, just, like what you could get in the UK, which was a poster with some, maybe a nipple. This was full on like the man is having some fun with that lady. And you can see every inch in great graphic detail. So as a group of 16-year-old lads,
those days, high definition.
grainy video, but it was like, wow, okay, what is this? So we bought some of the videos because we were lads. And all the videos were in Spanish, obviously. So it was like, So we bought this one called...
Is that Spanish, is it?
Oh la la.
Oh la la.
Oh la la.
Hola. Hola.
Sí. El nido...
Sí, señorita.
Nido le plumber? Sí, señor. Oh, le torio piano. Oh, come on. Oh, tanti droppio. Oh la la, Renchi. So these group of 6-year-old lads buy these videos. We're like, well, what are we going to do? We don't just want to pass around. Bell can, it can make copies for everybody. So we set up this dodgy video copy in the factory in my mum and dad's front room, so that everybody could have a copy of the Ozone. So I mean,
Fernando does.
Marbella. I mean, it was a lot of effort. Like it was like because you couldn't put them on fast. Like with DVD burn, you could burn a disc in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
If you're going to copy a 90-minute video, it takes 90 minutes to copy the video. You have to press play and record, and let it play and then finish. So, and I remember one of the lads who will remain nameless.
Yes.
Like, he was desperate for his copy of the video.
It is a public podcast. I think already I know who it is.
Absolutely desperate. Like literally, he just passed his driving test. So he must have been 17 and drove to my house like, when we go home, where's my copy? I was like, I haven't done it yet, mate. Can I take the original? Yeah, you have it. You just take the original, just get it back because all the other lads are going to want their copies too. And, different world, because we never seen anything. We never seen anything like that. Never seen anything like it.
Times.
Yeah. So anyway, Gavin and Stacey. So
yes, get Gavin and Stacey.
The Gavin and Stacey Christmas special was very, very good. It wasn't one of those things that it's just, it's unbelievable. There was a lot of stuff like, it's a bit that. And there's one scene when, I won't even give it away, but there was a couple of head scratching moments. But it was nice. It was nice, and they got it all wrapped up and gave us something to watch on Christmas Day. So, Gavin and Stacey as a whole, I think it's a series worth watching. But I think it ran its course. It was a good show.
Good show. Tips for dads.
Oh, tips for dads. Okay.
Tips for dads. Tips for dads.
Tips for dads.
Tips for dads. Get your tips out all the time.
Get your tips out. I've got one. I had one that I was going to do, and then because of just a rage-induced moment, I changed my mind. So obviously, people with young children coming after Christmas.
We've already given a tip of how to. Well, If you still use VHS.
If you still use VHS, and you need some Spanish pornography duplicating, let me know. I'm sure I can probably.
There'll be someone out there that will find that useful. So
nobody owns VHS these days, do they? VHS players.
Oh, I don't know. Will VHS be the next vinyl?
No, I don't think so. Cassettes are threatening to make them back, but like they're so impractical.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Like vinyl's still
as well.
Yeah, vinyl's got like an actual quality to it. Like if you put a vinyl on, it's still it can sound incredible.
And it doesn't take too much space, does it?
No. Yeah. And you get nice artwork to look at.
Whereas your VHS tape.
Yeah.
Most of it's hollow as well when you think about it.
Yeah. Probably not very environmentally friendly either. Like 72 miles of plastic. Yeah. But yeah, tips for dads. So tips for dads that are actually not related to technology from 1997. So I don't know about anybody else, but since post Christmas, my son was bought so much crap, all the plastic crap, all the cards, all the bits
aside from his Cornish godparents, obviously.
No, he
good quality stuff.
Your present was actually the first thing he used, like straight away. Because we got another gift, and my wife was like, "What are we going to do with this box?" And Brian was like, "Can I have it? I want to draw on it." So we started painting a box straight away.
Oh, nice.
But we have that box is over here in this room still. In this room, we have a corner which still has piles of Brian's stuff from Christmas, which it's like, where are we going to put all this? And you don't want to put it away because then he'll forget he has it. But he is just, anyone with kids will probably share this, but they're just so messy. Like he just spreads all of this stuff over the whole house. It's in this room, it's in the front room, it's up the stairs, it's in the dining room, it's in the kitchen. So my tips for dad today is to kind of like say, okay, how do you get kids to tidy up their crap after themselves? And I wasn't going to talk about this one. I was like, well, how do you do it? And we have found the solution. You can't necessarily find the solution online either. It's like it's very it's probably not very it won't be very well received with more woke parents and more like, oh, my little angel's a darling, oh, my little angel. Our tip is if your child dumps shit everywhere, get a black bag and throw that shit away. Grab it and say, we've told you, if you don't tidy up after yourself, we've thrown it in the bin. And throw the stuff in the bin. There's all these things online about, oh, why don't you try a toy jail? Why don't you make a clean-up song?
Toy jail? It's toy jail?
It's a load of crap. It's just nonsense. it's like trying to be nice. You know what? Sometimes kids just need to realise that, no, we're not playing around now. You can't just leave crap everywhere. I don't want to tread on any more Lego figures. And then you shout at me because I've broken it because I'm not.
I thought you were going to say stick the child in the black bin bag.
No. But all the techniques I've kind of looked at.
No messing around. Stick her in a black bin bag. Check her out.
Yeah, just there you go. You live on the streets now. You had your chance. But I'm a firm believer here that a bit of trauma. I'm a firm believer here that a bit of trauma and a bit of genuine threat is not actually that bad a thing. Everything online says, no, you've got to be peaceful and say, come on now, darling. Daddy wants you to tidy up. Come on, let's do it with a smile. No, it doesn't work. You say, pick that up now, it's going in the bin. And if they don't pick it up, get the bin, put it in the bin. And then you soon see they tidy up then. Okay, I'll get everything, I'll tidy it now. And it's amazing because our kid has tried so many things. I don't know where to start, I need help, I can't do it on my own. As soon as you put his Switch into a black bag, it's amazing. He just suddenly learns, I can, I do know how to tidy up. I do. Yeah. But then you got the other one. So take your shit upstairs and put it in your bedroom. Okay. Sometimes that's too literal because they will literally take everything upstairs and just dump it in the bedroom. So then you go upstairs in the bedroom and it's like Jeffrey the giraffe from Toys R Us has come in and just taken a massive toy shit on the floor. And you're like, girl, you're just chucking it on the floor. Like, how are you going to get into bed now? Your bed is full of pens and paper and toys. And like, how are you going to get into bed?
It's nice right. Into pens, but is that the pens a creative state? Is that Braden or is that age group at the moment?
Oh, I don't know.
Because I remember there was when we were kids. Well, I mean, you were in Spain copying VHS. But for people like me, there was the Tamagotchi era, there was the yo-yo era, there was the finger skateboard era.
Yeah.
Is pens like him, or is that like a...
No, pens have been a thing with him forever. He's always loved to just draw and create. I mean, he makes books and stuff, so he likes to write and he likes to... He's very creative. He's like, he's
nice.
I don't think he may listen back to this in the future.
Ask him to write some podcast content.
Well, he wanted to. He always likes to be on the podcast. He's listened to his own episode, the Easter special from years ago. He's listened to it at least 4 times, and he's like, he critiques himself. It's like, I sounded so young.
It's a top listener of that episode.
That episode's probably the second most popular one. But no, he does love to draw, but he just doesn't totally look after himself, and it's just everywhere. So tips for dads is, dads, don't take any BS. Don't let them emotionally blackmail you. Kids sometimes need a bit of fear, and they're like, that you're going to follow through and actually throw the toys in the bin. Don't. I mean, put them in a black bag, and then if they say, I'm going to throw away if they push you, take the black bag and put it outside or something, but don't really throw it in the bin. But show them that you mean business. That's my tip for dads. Don't take
it's funny because we had planning meetings. So we had a planning meeting before the season, and we decided Mr. Hodgkiss is in charge of picking the topic for tips for dads, and so he kind of gave me a clue as to where he was going. And it's funny because with Logan, the tip we have, so with dinner time, lunchtime and stuff, we actually get him to clean his little table himself.
Very good.
So quite the opposite. We're one of those parents, I suppose, that so we get him to do a little song of cleaner, 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 and he just cleans himself. So he's just has his little wipe, and he cleans the table.
Very good.
And himself sometimes, his face not very well, with some wet wipes. So.
And that's
no black bin bags, no...
Well, yeah, because, you got to think, though, Logan's 2.
But, yeah, there's a big difference. Learning. He's not even 2, and, Braden's 9, so it's quite a difference.
Yeah, if Logan was putting crap everywhere, and
so my tip to you wouldn't be Braden start singing, cleaner, cleaner, cleaner.
Well, for the 9-year-old, I don't think. Not quite as well.
But give it a go. See what happens. Report on next episode how that goes.
He's getting embarrassed by me now. He never used to. He's like, Daddy, I love Dad.
What's embarrassing about cleaner? Try it.
I'll try it. You know what? I will. I'm game for anything. If it makes a difference, then it means I don't have to get angry. I'll try it. So I'll try it. I'll let you know next episode how it goes. I'll record it and send you what happened.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
So you can see his face when he just looked like what he won't even call me Daddy anymore. He calls me Dad. It's like, oh no, we've got a teenager who's 9.
We've had an awkward, like I just said, Logan's not even 2 yet. But the words are starting to come out a bit more now. And he's gone from Dada to proper daddies to me.
Oh, nice.
But he's calling Georgie, the wife, Mum.
Oh. And does she not like that?
Mum. No. It's 2, not even 2 yet. And he's saying, Mum. And she's like, Mama, oh mummy. But anyways, so tips for dads. Yeah, that's my tip. And then another tip I had, which is a slightly different topic, but to do with the bad back, because I started noticing that a lot more. Bend your knees when you're lifting up your child, or baby. Because he used to be a baby, still is a baby. But a little tip: babies get heavier as they get older. It keeps getting heavier. So bend your knees when you lift up.
I mean that's just general knowledge, Walliams. Everyone has said use your knees. You're not meant to use your back when you're lifting.
Well, yeah, that's what I say. But I presume Braden's heavier than he was at 2 years old.
He is, slightly heavier now.
Yes. Not like you lift him as often, I suppose. But
no, I remember when he was when I had to stop having him on my shoulders because I was like, you're too big now, you're too heavy. It hurts because Braden would have come everywhere on my shoulders. Everywhere he went, he's on my shoulders. and like you'd walk, you go for a walk for like, you know, even like a few miles and stuff. On my shoulders fall down. He's light as a feather, not a problem. And then, like when he got to about like 5, 6 of them, son, I can't carry you on my shoulders. I can carry you for no, actually, I can't even bother. You're gonna have to walk. You're just gonna have to walk.
It hurts.
It hurts. So when that happens, because Logan will be getting to the age now where like you can sit on your shoulders, I would imagine.
Yeah,
like,
I'm not a strutter yet.
it'll be coming. Like if he's turning 2, that'll be coming. And it's really sweet. It's like such a nice dad thing to do. Have your lad on your shoulder. It's really special. And then when you like, oh, you're too heavy. It's really like, I'm never going to do that again. I'm never going to have you on my shoulders anymore. So, unless you're in a swimming pool.
We do this part of our bedtime routine just before bed. So I usually end up sort of brushing his teeth, and then down the hallway from the bathroom. Yeah, and then down from the hallway from the bathroom to his bedroom, we do a rocket launch.
Nice.
So I literally, like a rocket, I launch him from that side to the bedroom. He goes into the sleeping bag, and then that's like the handover, as it were. But
hold on to him. You don't actually throw him, right?
Yeah, just chuck him. Yeah, it's a hold him. Yeah, 5 for each one, and then he just flies like a rocket across the hallway, holding him. And something happened once, and I think the wife said, "Yeah, you never know when your last rocket is." It's like, oh, because one day it's true. Because one day I won't be able to do that, or he won't want it, or something. But at the moment, they're still happening.
Enjoy it while you can, Wells. Enjoy it while you're young.
Dad joke of the week.
Oh, very good.
Dad joke of the week.
Dad joke of the week.
Dad joke of the week.
Why did the turkey cross the road?
I feel like I've read this
to
one
prove he wasn't chicken.
Hey! I was trying to think of the answer. I was like, I've heard this one.
A little spoiler for next episode, hopefully. So over the Christmas period, like I said, various things are happening. I've had a couple of voicemails.
Oh, very good.
From someone. So let's have a little listen, shall we?
Oh, I'd love to be on the podcast. I'll play the darts. I'll come and play the darts, and I'm going to win the championship. And then I'll come on first look Gnomes. Darts.
That sounds like Michael Van Gogh.
It was.
No way. The Michael Van Gogh left you a voice.
I don't know if anyone watched the darts over Christmas, but and then he sent me a final one.
Oh, Don, this is Michael Van Gogh. I'm very sad. I lost the darts right there. I lost the darts, so I thought I would do something to cheer myself up because I'm sad. I would do some darts jokes. I got one for you. I got a joke for you. Why did the darts player bring the ladder to the darts match? Because he wanted to aim higher. Darts.
Lovely. I don't know if listeners know, but I've got Michael Van Gogh's number.
He sounded depressed. He sounded down.
Well,
I'm glad that he messages you to get some jam.
But so he's he might join us on one of the future episodes. So we look forward to that.
Did he join us in season 2?
I think he might have done actually. Did he? I don't know. Listen back. I think he did actually. He did.
Well, it'd be nice.
So he might be he's coming back again. He's coming back.
Mike,
tune in to episode 6, maybe.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Oh la la. Oh la la. Si. Dido le plumber? Si, signore. Oh, le torri oppiano. Oh, come on. Oh, tanti droppiano. Oh la la, Renci.